Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli and welcome back to another video. I hope everyone's alright. We're back here with another Sammie VOD review. This is still Silver 5, I believe, as far as I'm aware. Unless if Sammie tells me otherwise. Oh, I've just flicked it forward. I'm so sorry. Obviously, so we're going to be looking at Sammie here using a very, very nice Mercy skin. Probably one of my favourites for the staffs and stuff like that. So it's really, really nice. So we're going to have a look at them, how they're going to like play out and stuff like that with this kind of team comp. We'll head here because I'll quickly fast forward it back a little bit more. Once again, if you guys want your own VOD reviews, I do them for 5,000 channel points on my Twitch channel, and I do them live on Twitch as well, so you guys will get feedback basically straight away, and then I upload them to YouTube afterwards for either other people to watch or, you know, for yourself as well if you do want the VOD review. So let's get started. Obviously, very, very pretty skin. Looking at your team comp, we have an Orisa, Soldier, Symmetra, and Moira. So obviously, main bleeding target is obviously the Soldier, which you can see that you were and then it went away. Lovely GA to point here. Your Orisa got pulled in. I think you wanted to back push GA there, but I know you didn't, but that's okay. But that would be a perfect time for a back push GA. Unfortunate for your Moira. Nice healing on your Orisa, especially because you're like the solo healing now. Ooh, okay, a nice little super. That was a very risky super jump res. But because your hog is like the enemy hog's using breather and stuff, I can see why you went for it. I think what I would have done, just this is like personal thing, especially because the Cassidy was here as well. I would have maybe like used her soul to get up and then damage boost people on the high ground, like to kind of like help them and stuff like that. But the super jump res was really, really good and well timed as well, especially because the hog was using breather. But I think at this point, nice peel for your Soldier here. I like your balance in the beams here. You should try and push the damage. Yeah, I was just about to say, push the damage just a little bit more. Lovely GA over to cover though. Lovely ping letting them know that you can't res and stuff like that. Overall, very, very strong. I think the only risky thing was obviously your, what's it called? Here, you can just sit with your Orisa here. Your Orisa is your best damage boost target while you wait for your Soldiers to get back. Especially if she starts like pushing forward and stuff. But now that your Soldier's back, you should be...
Continuing damage increase.
To be honest, I don't think you could have done anything there. But instead, you should be trying to look out for him anyways. But at the same time, you can't really do anything because he just gets two-tapped by a Reaper that's just casually in there. Nice damage boost on the orb, by the way. I can see they wanted to go up, but that's okay. You need to help your Orisa. Very nice. Recognize that the Reaper's behind you. Very nice GA away. Who is he shooting at? Can I just ask? Oh, he's just on the high ground shooting down. Okay. If he was down on the ground, then obviously you'd have to like look around a bit and be like, oh my gosh, who's he shooting and stuff like that. But since he's just up there on the high ground, it's all good. And you're doing the right thing here of like staying with your team over here. This is very, very good. He just thingied right into you. At this point, you don't want to heal your Orisa. Because look at the ults. You have your Valk, but your Moira is nowhere near your ult and stuff like that. So at this point, you want to not heal your Orisa and just leave it for your other support to do. Because that way she can get... Oh, yeah, sorry, you just looked at it then. Sorry. I need to remember to stop and pause and stuff until it's afterwards. But you did the right thing then of then letting your Moira heal up. I keep on doing that. Like, I just pause it and then realize you've done something. You're playing very... Okay, this is... I'm gonna let this play out for a sec. Actually, yeah, I like this Valk. Lovely use of the damage boost as well. You shouldn't have dropped here, but it's alright. Okay, so it's first of all, what's it called? Your, I think you should have played a little bit more aggressively initially with the Soldier. Sadly, he does get picked off, which is, like, fair enough. And then the Valk, I was questioning it, because I was a bit like, oh, you're just using it for, like, the Moira ult? But actually, no, they actually started pushing it and stuff like that. So it was actually ended up being a very, very good Valk. Love the use of, like, the push damage boost and stuff like that. It was really, really good. My only issue is when you kind of left the Valk, you ended up kind of dropping to the ground. I would have stayed on the high ground there. But other than that, like, it was very, very good. So you can see that your soldier's saying his ult's ready, so this means that you should be getting ready to damage boost his visor and stuff like that. You need to be following your soldier here, so just standing on point. Once he comes back. Yep, there we go. I don't know why you're not going in with him. Like, obviously, I know you can hear that he's there and stuff like that, but you should be kind of playing with your soldier. Especially because he has visor. Like, if you go and follow him and stuff like that. Nice red, especially because they didn't have an eyes on you. Lovely flick onto the damage boost. My master is to shoot and pray applies to non-shoot things. But no, I think the main thing for you, at least with this, I love the way that you're positioning and stuff like that. Like, you're positioning a lot better. And your damage boost application is very, very nice. The other problem is at some points you're playing a bit too passively and you're not following in with the soldier, which is a bit of an issue. Because there's certain points where the soldier needs you and he's dying. So I think you need to kind of like, because at the moment you're playing very like team centered and stuff like that, where your soldier wants to go off on these like nice little flanks and stuff like that. So I think you need to start focusing on going off on like at least a little bit and like playing with him a little bit more, like trusting him and stuff. But it's all good. I guess you're gonna keep with the sim so she can like TP you guys out. Otherwise I would say switch to Lucio to speed out. But she's not TP'd you out, so I don't know what she's doing. I love that, you're just looking at it like, what's she doing? But anyways, at this point, you shouldn't even be waiting for the TP. You should be trying to go in with this soldier. Yeah. I can see you trying to get your beam on the Orisa. You finally got it on. No, you shouldn't stand here. Don't go in like this. I like that you wanted to rotate, but you should have used a GA instead, because you ended up for a second just being stood here and you had pretty much the entire team, apart from that Mercy, were just looking at you like, oh my gosh, there's just a Mercy here. Look how pretty her skin is. When in reality, you should have like instead stayed over here and then GA'd across if you wanted to cross. But to be fair, where you were was actually quite nice. Obviously, it will help if you're on this side a little bit more, especially because your wrist is pushed in. But you shouldn't have like walked across like you did. You should have used your GA just to keep safe and stuff like that. Like, I know you didn't die or anything, but the skin is gorgeous, I will say. Probably one of her best. I think you could have saved your... Okay. I was just about to say, I think you could have saved your... What's it called? Your Symmetra there. Because at the same, you're being very passive again, where it's just, oh, I'm going to stand off point and play very, very apart and like very back. Instead, if you can see that your sim is like getting focus like she was, you can go in, kind of go in like this, same as Jojo. Even more reason to help them. Otherwise, they're gonna like start shouting at you. I was laughing at them. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to kind of like GA in here, but then you want to do like a directional one and kind of like aim for over here. And kind of play around here basically. Because I think you could have like gone in, attached the beam, and then backed off and stuff like that. But it's all good. Because you got the res off on her and stuff, which is nice. And then you go back to damage boosting. Be very careful when you're playing in there, because people come in from the side and stuff like that. You didn't need to super jump there, but it's all good. You feel really like hesitant, I feel like. Like it's always like, oh, should I do this, should I not? And you kind of like wait a second. Honestly, just trust your gut instinct and just go for it. Like it will come a lot more with time, with like your instincts and stuff like that, with like just going in and stuff like that. But I love that GA up to that higher ground though. It just seems like you take a second and think, should I do that? Should I not? You wanted to slingshot away, I know that. Just sadly didn't come off alright. You shouldn't be stood out like this. I think what you should have done here, because you were kind of like playing a bit of like ring around the roses, and then you should have got him, GA'd, and kind of like come out here, because it's so much easier and so much nicer to help your team out here, and plus you don't have LOS of the point here, compared to, there's a Kiriko stuff right here, and if this Kiriko had aim, she could just go pew pew and just got you. Or at least like make your movement like a little bit more unpredictable. It's a bit of an awkward moment. No, I could tell by the way that you just stood there looking at them, it's like, oh, kind of thing. Yeah, I could tell. It's quite funny though. Nice res as well. I think here I would have just committed with the soldier. Yeah.
Most impressive piece of cake.
You should have like just gone in and like committed with the soldier there, because now at the moment you kind of like
Piece of cake.
stood a little bit AFK on the point. I think yeah here. So here you want to kind of play here, and you want to damage boost the soldier, because at the moment you're stood AFK doing nothing here. You are doing nothing to help your team here. Instead, you want to be up here, and you want to be damage boosting your soldier here to get those like extra ult charge, get any like picks. You could maybe pick off this Mercy or something maybe while they're trying to come in. I'll go back here, which I think you do in a second. Yeah, but you want to be playing this. Yeah, now you kind of got it. Where it's like you want to play this side. Sorry, my voice is going a bit. You could have GA'd. Why did you stand there and did you just stand there and just like, accept your fate? You could have. So what you wanted to do here is you wanted to see that your DPS wanted to back off into this room. You want to kind of slingshot yourself into here, because then you can also help them with this May. But instead you kind of just like stood there and just accepted it, and you're just like, oh well, I'm gonna die here. But you could have got out, bless you. That's all good. So they use Koala. And just to play wait, well, this is gonna be like, what's it called? They were gonna all have used it all game, so group up time. No, but you could have just like GA'd into the room and then helped out. It's so funny. I can see your personality just like through the what's it called? Nice push on the damage boost there. Very nice red using the sim wall. I think my only thing is the positioning towards the end of the battle could be a little bit better, like playing the cover and stuff again. But it was a very, very nice battle. I really, really like that battle, because the push onto the damage boost as well was beautiful. Very, very nice. You're in the wrist having this nice little moment. Oh, she waved at you. Alright, but now you need to be getting ready. Remember, this is comp. We need to be getting ready. You need to be helping your soldier. Okay, you seem a little bit lost here. Nice. You could have GA to your Orisa. There we go. And I guess this is when you win it. Nice. Staring those. Oh, the googly eyes, because they're not on anymore. That's why I was so confused. I was like, why are you staring at her? Then I realized you were probably looking at the googly eyes. Okay, so overall, Sammie, your damage boost application is beautiful. Like, kind of like managing your beams and stuff, you're really, really good at it. My issue that comes with you is slight little positional errors every now and again, but also you're not being very aggressive at some points, if you get me. Like, there are certain points where it's like you need to be going in with your like your team and stuff like that, instead of just like hanging back very good, like a lot. And the second thing is your decision making sometimes can be a little bit slow, and it might be just because you're still quite new to the game and stuff like that, or like you don't really know how to like play it like well, I guess yet. And sometimes like you want to do the right decision, which is great, because I can see it every single time that you do it. It takes you a few seconds in order to kind of register it. Try and be a little bit more instantaneous with it and be like, I'm doing this and committing with that decision kind of thing. With Mercy, you can't just stand there and arm, because doing that can ultimately leave with people dying. I'm very rusty for not playing it for years. Exactly. That's probably why, Sammie. Honestly, I think you just need to kind of brush up a bit on those, like, you know, with her new movement and stuff like that. Brush up a bit with that, and then just be very decisional with your decisions. I think this is what I'm going to do, and honestly, it will work out very well for you. But overall, it was a really, really strong VOD. Honestly, very, very strong. And thank you so much to everyone on YouTube that's been watching. Once again, you can redeem your own for 5,000 channel points on my Twitch, and I upload them all to YouTube so you can see them again afterwards, and also have a look at other Mercy players and see where they're going wrong as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in another one. Bye!